You didn't believe us when we shouted Black Lives Matter. It was just a slogan, a trend, nothing more. You thought it wasn't real, that we weren't serious about fighting for equality. But then you wouldn't even bother to vote, let alone show up to the polls and make your voice heard. You didn't think a woman could be president, so you chose not to participate in democracy at all. And if that wasn't enough, you actually voted for someone who had made it clear he was opposed to everything we were fighting for. You ignored the fact that a record number of people detained by the ICE died in their custody last year. You didn't care that they were Americans, that they were human beings just like you. You just swept it under the rug and moved on with your life. And then there were the people who had lived in this country for decades, who had served in the military and paid their taxes, but still got caught up in ICE's deportation machine. You didn't care about them either. You watched as they took asylum seekers away from their families, separating children from parents and tearing apart lives. And when it all went too far, you thought nothing of it. But then someone like Keith Porter Jr. came along, an innocent man who was just doing his job, and he got murdered by an off-duty ICE agent. You were so caught up in your own biases and prejudices that you couldn't even see the humanity in people who looked or sounded different from you. You thought they deserved what happened to them, like Renee Good, who was shot by the same kind of agents who had been terrorizing her family for years. And then there's Alex Petty, a young man who just wanted to live his life, but got caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time. You think he deserved to die because he had a gun? That's not justice, that's just hate. So yeah, leave the sub, get out, because if you can't see the humanity in these stories, then maybe you're part of the problem. What would you do in this situation? Follow for more stories.